Where do I start? Where do I get my rhythm? Where do I get my groove?
I always start off with a bounce. You just start with a bounce, and then you see.
I'm part of the baddest game, most successful game in the world. I went to Portugal this year, and the young tour guide goes, "It's Doris Burke from 2K." It wasn't Doris Burke, the announcer. It was Doris Burke.
It's never easy to win on the road in the NBA, and by the look in the eyes of the... And we've got time for... Well, Aaron Gordon, tremendous athleticism. Thanks, D.A. Now the starting group for Orlando. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. And it's Ennis in at the 3 spot. And for Miami, they've got Jimmy Butler. Jones is out there with Adebayo. Then it's Robinson, and it's Nunn in at the 1. And Augustine kicks to Gordon. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. It might be the end of the regular season, Doris, but tonight's game has postseason implications.
What's better for an NBA team late in the year than to have a great test with a highly competitive group you're looking opposite? So obviously you want to play tough, meaningful games in preparation for the playoffs. This is going to be great.
Playoff atmosphere, you're right. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Off target from outside. And it's Orlando's ball. And Fournier kicks to Gordon. Pass to Augustine. Off target from three-point range. Vucevic against Adebayo. Here's Jones. He can't get that one to fall. And Orlando the other way now. Now here is Augustine. Shot clock at 5. Charity stripe shot. Yep, that one goes in there.
I'll tell you, DJ Augustine, he will not disappoint if you give him the mid-range. Nicely done.
To the middle. And then Jones with the jam.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Ennis passes to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, the size is there, but the vertical is what really is eye-popping with Aaron Gordon.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
The Magic have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Now here is Augustine. He's guarded closely. They double him with Butler. Right side, Gordon. Wide open. And it's Orlando with another.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions? This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
And you look at this Magic roster, so much potential.
I think, Greg, they have done a great job of drafting to the style of play they want to play. Guys who want to get after it on the defensive end. Guys who can switch and slide on the perimeter. Guys who can protect the rim. That is the backbone of this organization.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. And the official signals a backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And a chance to check out some stats for Gordon. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. 15th in assists. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And he really is the consummate playmaker. Always keeping his head on a swivel. Searching for the open man. Completely unselfish basketball player. And the Heat with some changes. Olenek is checked in for Adebayo. And it's Iguodala in for Butler. Ken Burge is checked in for Orlando. Hero passes to Dragic. Again, the miss by the Heat. The Magic have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Ross kicks to Vucevic. Now the pass to Gordon. Back to Vucevic. Outside Gordon. The Magic need to get a shot off here. No good from Ross.
didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing, the ability to alter shots on the perimeter. That was beautiful. Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Back to Fultz. Kicks it to Vucevic. Crowder with the steal. And it's the Heat on the break. Here's Iguodala. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, the athleticism and speed gets Andre Iguodala to the rack, and then the strength of frame to absorb the hit. Beautiful.
Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Miami. Orlando also making some changes. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic, and Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Aaron Gordon. Carter-Williams against Leonard. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Carter Williams looks like he's floating out there, but has that deceptive first step.
To the inside. Here's Leonard, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Ross on the wing for 3. Goran Dragic grabs the board. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
And with Andre Iguodala, he doesn't give you 20 points tonight like he once did, Greg, but he still shows up when you need him.
Iggy can still hit the switch, so to speak, and go back to his all-star level of play for stretches. I mean, the numbers don't jump out at you, but he is so valuable during big games, particularly in the postseason.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Magic trail by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the foul called on Myers Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. 17 seconds left in the first.
The D feels like it's everywhere, and that pass should not have been made.
Bamba with the block.
Well, this is one of Bamba's big-time strengths. Send it back, Mo.
Up top, Dragic. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Heat lead by 3. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. Tough nose Jimmy Butler talks about.
Call me a leader, all-star, whatever you want to call it.
And that's what he worked for. And he works as hard as anyone, Greg, in the NBA.
And you see that competitiveness and desire in his play.
Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
They've got Dragic. He's out there with Iguodala. Myers Leonard is out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Silva in at the 4. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Knocks it loose. Ross passes to Bamba. Here's Birch from 11 feet away. It's rebounded by Leonard. Ross against Iguodala. Over Ross. Iguodala with the bucket. Iguodala's got the lead up to 5 now for the Heat.
Andre Iguodala showed great focus in the paint, even with all those bodies around him. Keeps his concentration.
Hey, watch him.
Crowder inside. He's guarded by Ross. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Ennis, he's checked in for Ross. Fournier comes in for Fultz. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Michael Carter-Williams. And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
Here's Butler and slam dunk by Butler.
You can hear the impact that dunk just had on this arena. Butler making his presence felt.
And there's the call on James Ennis. That is his first foul of the game. The Magic making a switch here. Vucevic is checked in. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Robinson for three. He can't hit that time. The Magic go the other way with it. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago. Bamba finds Fournier. Ennis with the ball. Jacks up a three. Offensive rebound, and it's put back in by Vucevic.
How about those instincts from the 7-footer? Vucevic uses that size to snag offensive rebounds.
Good ball movement here by Miami. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy Butler has made several all-star teams, but he remains single-minded in pursuit of his bigger goal. Butler said, "I just want to win a championship. That's all that matters. I didn't do it in high school. I can do it in college. If I don't win it here, then I'll go to the 50 and over league someday. But I got to win a championship at some stage." Kevin?
I like that attitude. Thank you, D.A. 6 on the shot clock. Fournier. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. A lot of competitors in this league, Doris, and you've got to be that way to play at this level. I know you have a list of competitors that you admire a lot.
It's those guys, Kevin, who have that insatiable desire to win. The guys who absolutely despise losing, who it almost hurts. It's painful physically. Giannis Antetokounmpo is driven to be great.
Oh, that was something else.
Well, the presence of mind from Kelly Olynyk, knowing someone's open, finds him quickly.
And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Augustine. Magic working now with the new shot clock. Over Adebayo. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
A skilled offensive rebounder who doesn't mind a putback on occasion. Vucevic with the easy one.
Over to the wing. Here's Hero. He's guarded by Fournier. Pass to Butler. Here's Hero. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Back to Fournier. He kicks it to Augustine. Puts up a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Augustine's got it all tied up now for the Magic.
DJ Augustine has turned himself into a feared three-point threat. Beautiful.
Nunn passes to Adebayo. Shoots over Vucevic. Olynyk trying to break loose. It's good on the putback. And the Heat lead by 2.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Then for the Magic, Ross comes in for Ennis, and it's Fulton for Augustine. Butler finds Jones. Sweet move. And he lays it up and in. Jones has got his second basket of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Yeah, great anticipation of where the open man was going to be. And Terrence Ross finds him immediately. That's really pretty.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Butler up top, guarded by Fultz. Here's Nunn. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Nunn's got 5 points now this quarter.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry.
Here's Butler. Pass to Hero. Back to Butler. Lets it go with a 3. And a close game so far through the first. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed it was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point. And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You got to like what DJ Augustine has done in this game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Well, one of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Tipping off the second half. Here's Steve Clifford's 5. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. And it's Ennis in at the 3. Doris, 4 years and $76 million for Aaron Gordon. Good money if you can get it.
No doubt, Kevin. And in today's NBA, Aaron Gordon is well worth it. This guy is on the upswing of his career. He's got plenty of room for growth. Tremendous athlete and getting more and more skilled.
And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Three-pointer, Butler. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Heat lead by 3.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And Miami making a change here. Dragic is checked in. Here are the Magic now. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That'll be his second foul of the game. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Now here's Ennis, defended by Butler. Ennis dishes to Augustine. Back to Ennis. 4 on the clock. Here's Fournier. It's good. The assist that time from Ennis.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Left side, Butler to the paint. Adebayo makes it off the glass. Adebayo's got 8 points.
Well, this is why Butler has become a real threat on the offensive end. Yes, he's a great scorer, but he is equally capable and adept at finding the open guy.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That's his third foul of the game. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for the Heat. Crowder comes in for Jimmy Butler. And a switcher also for Orlando. Carter Williams is checked in. Crowder finds Adebayo. Outside for Robinson. Dragic with a wide open look. Connects from three-point range.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Augustine against Dragic. Pass to Vucevic. From deep three-point range. And it's Miami with the rebound. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that's the third of 4 straight played at home. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. A lot of switching on every possession in the NBA from a defensive standpoint. And you see the way Doris offenses are adjusting to that.
Yeah, I think number one, you have to attack the switch. That's first and foremost. And it's an interesting balance between attacking and being patient. Because the one thing you're ultimately seeking in every switch is a favorable matchup for yourself. That's where a critical, thinking guard who knows where to find and put the ball is so critical to your success.
That's a good way to look at it. Iguodala kicks to Dragic. Crowder feeling it out a bit. And he banks in the layup. Crowder's got the lead up to 10 now for Miami.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
You know, possessions like that will help them feel good going into that final quarter.
Dragic against Ross. There's the pass to Bamba. Birch's shot's good.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Dragic the pass to Leonard. Now Dragic. The three. That one doesn't go. Pass to Gordon. Wants to get it to Carter Williams and does. He dishes it to Bamba. And it's sent back by Leonard. They recover it. Fires for 3. It's a hand on it. Miami leading by 8. And the slam dunk by Iguodala.
Well, Kev, you love the determined nature of Andre Iguodala. Even when he gets bodied, he's willing to power through it.
Orlando making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Bamba. Evan Fournier comes in for Cam Birch. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Carter Williams.
Well, all good things must come to an end. Iguodala was shipped out from the Warriors last year to clear room for D'Angelo Russell. Traded to the Grizzlies to make room for the Warriors in the Russell deal. Ultimately, I think we'll have a great legacy for his time with Golden State.
You have to know when to simply catch and shoot, and it serves Terrence Ross very well that time.
Olynyk tried to break loose, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Fultz with the ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And that one is good.
Well, make no mistake, Markelle Fultz, because of his athletic burst, can score on the interior. That's nicely done.
Here's Nunn, guarded by Fultz. Passes it to Hero. Back to Iguodala. Heat moving the ball around. Puts it up. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Heat lead by 8. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Jones. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Hero in at the 2 guard. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Here's Butler, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Greg, when you look at the top perimeter defenders in the game today, how high does Jimmy Butler rank on that list?
Look, he's in the top handful, no doubt about it. Multiple all-defense selections. He is a true two-way terror.
And the Magic making a change here. Ennis is checked in.
You know, I think, guys, in addition to becoming an elite two-way player, what I love about Jimmy Butler is the passion he plays with.
Fultz the pass to Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Olynyk, Vucevic with the rebound.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
DJ Augustine's checked in for the Magic. Now here's Fultz. Tight defense on him. Augustine looking around. Back to Ennis. On the wing, Gordon. Over in the corner, Fultz. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, when Markelle Fultz is hitting jump shots, look out. It gives energy to the entire team.
There's none. And with this summer signing of... And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
2. And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford had to say to his team. He is not happy with the sloppy play offensively. He said, make the easy play. Take care of the ball. We can't afford to just give away golden opportunities. We'll see if they can clean it up, guys.
Gordon kicks to Ennis. Just 5 to shoot. High arcing shot. Jimmy Butler with the rebound.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Robinson for 3. The shot that time, not on target. The Magic go the other way with it.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And it's Vucevic missing. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Heat. They've led by as much as 10. Jones. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Tries again. The shot off that time. Great D that time from Vucevic. Augustine from outside. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Well, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Up top, Adebayo. Vucevic defending. Adebayo kicks to Butler. From the left block. 8 feet away. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
You know, they work the ball into ideal position there to get the high-quality look.
It's tipped. All by himself. Here's Nunn. Here's Jones. Robinson for 3. And that comes off the assist by Jones. And the Heat lead by 9.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on him.
And Augustine kicks to Gordon. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. And it's no good. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Nunn passes to Butler. Here's Nunn. And by Augustine. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Vucevic. Here's Ennis. And it's good for 2.
And Kev, this is exactly what you expect from DJ Augustine. This is why coaching staffs love him. He makes everyone better.
The Heat leading by 7. Butler passes to Adebayo. Ennis on the double team. We've got 1:08 left in the game. 5 to shoot. Here's Adebayo. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
None, that's good. And now it's an 11-point Heat lead.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt, GA. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Now Augustine. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And then Jones with the jam.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Once again off the mark, Orlando. Outside Butler. And Jones sends it home.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Welcome back to 2K TV. Bill Simmons, the sports guy. Now, the sports guy is your nickname, but if you were a player, what would you have as your nickname?
Washed up.
Washed up,
Yeah.
that's it?
Yeah. I quit pickup like 5 years ago.
Every home game's an occasion here in Orlando. And with great attitude, his work inside, a big part of it, DA. Thanks. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Drummond.
We're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. Ashman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. And it's Drummond in at the center position. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. And it's Ennis in at the 3. Now here's Ennis. Darius Garland missing his last shot. Ennis taking his time here. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Vucevic with the block. And stolen by Sexton. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Early in his career, Love got the stretch 4 label, but he's always rejected it. He prefers to call himself a post player who can shoot.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, with the playoffs coming up quickly, Clark, strength of schedule can play a big role as it determines where a team is going to be seated come playoff time.
No, I agree with you in terms of even just making the playoffs sometimes, Kevin, based on where teams are and who they're playing. I mean, those matchups against potential playoff teams that are still fighting for seeding, they can sharpen you up and get you ready. And actually, those games can be playoffs before the playoffs in many ways.
And I always admire the coaches, Clark, that walk their players through the different scenarios because they should be aware.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. You want everything out in front of you. As long as your team is able to handle it, and most of these teams can, I think that's a good point.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Now, here's Garland. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Lob pass to Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
And when Gordon is launched and in the air like that, he's a mesmerizing guy to keep an eye on and just get out of the way.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. For the Orlando Magic, they come into this one following a loss to the Bulls. And stolen by Love. And now Love pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. And the dunk by Love.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
The Magic have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Now here is Augustine. He's coming off a 16-point game against Chicago. He kicks to Vucevic. Tipped away. Here we go, all alone. And Sexton slams it in.
You know, another reason Sexton gives opponents nightmares. Almost impossible to stick with him in the open court.
And the Cavaliers this summer selecting point guard Darius Garland with the 5th overall pick. The second-year man, Colin Sexton, already on the roster. Greg, how do you see the fit between these 2 players?
Well, I mean, both are 6'2". The questions will come at the defensive end of the floor. Offensively, both show great promise as shooters, very scoring-minded guards, reminiscent possibly of a Lillard-McCollum pairing for the Blazers, which could be a roadmap for the Cavs.
Now, here's Garland. Following the miss by Aaron Gordon. Sexton with it. Last game, 26 points.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Gordon, the pass to Fournier. Sober Garland. Great touch on the 16-footer.
From the mid-range area, Fournier, very, very gifted. As a pure shooter, he's as good as we have in the league.
Now, here's Sexton. He's covered closely. Here's Drummond, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Free throw, good, Drummond.
And you look out there at the Magic, one of the taller teams in our league.
And, you know, that's a philosophical bent for the front office. They want long, athletic players. Draft guys with great length and then develop their strength and skill level. And I actually kind of like that approach. Have a philosophy, stick to it, and be true to it.
Now here's Carter Williams. 20 points for him last game against Chicago.
And a lot of those points came at the free throw line, really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heel.
Drummond. Here's Sexton. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. Nance finds Drummond. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Drummond's got 5 now.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
You know, for me, it doesn't get any better than seeing big fellas who can use the mid-range jumper to their advantage.
From 13, Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Here's Porter. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Cavaliers on top. They're up by 4. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
On the court for Cleveland, Nance and Thompson are up front. Then there's Colin Sexton. Then it's Porter. And it's Windler in at the 2. Now, here's Sexton. Pass to Porter. Shoots from the line. That one off the back iron and out. Orlando trailing here. Right wing. Inside. Here's Bamba. And they pick up 2. Bamba's got his first bucket in this one.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And so it's Carter Williams. He'll bring up the ball for the Orlando Magic. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago. Great positioning on the putback. Bamba's got the lead up to 3 now for Orlando.
Bamba's got crazy length and impressive height, obviously, at north of 7 feet. Helps him on that offensive board, but his tenacity, a big part of that, too.
Sexton, once again off the mark by Cleveland.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Shakes him, and Bamba with the lay-in. Bamba's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, he's a very effective scorer from there. Bamba's excellent at using his size to his advantage.
Thompson, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Porter with the steal. Here's Sexton. Basket made, just his second this contest. He's 2 for 7 now.
And it's great to see Sexton slashing inside with that quickness and athleticism. Boy, he is tough to contain.
Fultz looking around. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Birch. Kicks to Ross. For the 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
I don't know if this field goal percentage is sustainable, but if they can stay close to what they've done in shooting the ball, they'll run away with this one.
Buries the long-range jumper.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here's Fultz. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Well, the young bull, Colin Sexton, getting a lot of playing time in his rookie season, allowed him to play through his mistakes, and that's what you hope for coming in.
Here is Ross. A 24-point outing in their last game against Chicago.
Yeah, but he was the ultimate two-way player. Defensively, also doing a great job. A couple blocks in that game as well.
Now here's Porter. Shoots the three. And Bamba pulls it down. And even as the Cavaliers wagged at the very bottom of the standings, Greg, Sexton publicly described the season as fun. Would that bother you as a veteran?
Losing seasons, they suck. I mean, no other way to put it. I think he cares about winning, but keeping that positivity is probably the best approach. Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there were some great firsts last season. His son, Philip, was born in December. And then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, "I'll enjoy telling my son the stories, like my dad did with me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball. I think he will." Kevin?
Well, DA, it's certainly in his genes. Thanks for that report. Here are the Magic now, following the score by Cleveland. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. 36 seconds left in the second quarter. And it's Gordon missing. For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Osman kicks to Love. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Augustine from outside. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Last time they met in Cleveland.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
Yeah, you know, that differential jumps off the page to me. And whether it's more disciplined defense or more aggressive offense, they've got to look to flip that script tonight.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to... The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. They did jump out to a lead in the opening period. Thanks for joining us.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Kevin Love with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. And it's Ennis in at the 3 spot. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half. Now, here's Garland. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. Shot clock resets for the Cavaliers. Osman the pass to Garland. No good on the triple. The Magic trail by 5. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Pass to Ennis. The tray. Sinks the triple. Ennis has got 5 now. Mark, last couple years, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge. A gigantic weapon for a lot of teams. You live by it, you die by it. Some teams can accept, though, the ramifications of a bad shooting night.
Yeah, I think it's too big a premium not to really overweight the three-point shot. A 50% premium on that particular field goal when it goes down. But I do like to see balance. Attacking the rim, spacing the floor. I love to see guys and teams shoot the mid-range shot as well. But the three-point shot and the way teams use it and shoot it is here to stay for sure.
And no matter who it is, that kind of deed isn't going to get it done.
Now, here's Sexton. He's guarded by Fournier. Now Sexton. The pass to Garland. Here's Osman. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Orlando Magic. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Osman. That falls. Great assist by Love. Osman's got his second basket of the night.
You know, Love is, as we've seen, a solid passer for a big man. Great at breaking down the defense and firing the pass to an open teammate.
Now here's Ennis. He has 5. Let's go. And the shot is long.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And the dunk by Love.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Here's Augustine. He has 6. Gordon kicks to Ennis. From the wing. And the shot goes in. Ennis has got 5 points now this quarter. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Sexton the pass to Drummond. Poke loose. Pass to Garland. Just 5 to shoot. A stupendous finish in traffic. Garland's got the lead up to 5 now for the Cavs. Now here's Ennis. He's guarded closely. The quick look, no good that time.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Ross is checked in for James Ennis. Cleveland leading by 5. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. This one for 3. Garland, no good. Magic have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Now here is Augustine. Guarded closely, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Love.
You know, the speedy Augustine is really an excellent teammate and a dependable role player, a veteran presence who can really stroke it.
And Orlando making a change here. Fultz is checked in. Cleveland also making some changes. Nancy's checked in for Love. And Porter subbed in for Jetty Osman. Garland the pass to Porter. 50 seconds left to play here in the third. Vucevic with the block.
Denied. Return to sender. That's something you expect from a 7-footer like Vucevic.
Augustine dishes to Vucevic. Ross against Nance. Ross, that's good.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Gordon against Nance. Passes it to Windler. Cleveland moving it around. Nance outside. Here's Thompson, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Just 4 seconds left to play in the third. Fultz. No good. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Cavaliers lead by 1. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Nance and Thompson are up front. Garland is out there with Porter. And it's Windler in at the small forward.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Now here's Nance. Porter passes to Nance. Oh, Porter in position. Clock at 4. And Thompson kicks to Porter. From outside, off the mark. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Orlando Magic. They lead by 1. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Thompson dishes to Nance. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. James Ennis will check in for the Magic. And Cleveland also making a change. Drummond's checked in. Magic leading by 3. About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. Ross on the wing. 5 on the clock. Here's Augustine, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Windler. Rebound by Ennis.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Ross with a wide open look. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine. Ross has got the lead up to 5 now for the Magic. Here's Windler. Outside Porter. And Garland has it in the corner. Over Augustine. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. The Magic have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Ennis kicks to Augustine. Pass to Ross. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
Well, we know that T. Ross can get it going. Part of the 50-plus club in terms of scoring the basketball.
Here's Windler. The Cavaliers again can't hit. It's tipped. And the pass to Augustine. Outside Gordon. Back to Augustine. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Windler. Well, they recover it. And Drummond kicks to Garland. Up again, and there's Thompson putting it right back in.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a 6th sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Now here is Augustine. There's 1:17 left in the 4th quarter.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
Here's Garland. Offline with his 3.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Garland. Now here is Augustine. Defended by Dellavedova, and it's Gordon missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And Drummond is right there.
This is what Drummond is known for, fellas. I mean, assertive, aggressive, relentless, hard-working. He's just a dogged offensive rebound.
Feeds it to Vucevic. Ennis kicks to Augustine. Now here's Ross. Tight defense on him. And oh, that was close. He draws the foul. He'll shoot 2. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
You know, you got to keep your feet if you're the defense, because once Gordon gets you off balance, he just goes right into the contact.
And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
It falls. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Man, it's so good to see how Dellavedova plays to his strengths, guys. I mean, specifically how he finds the open man. Nice.
Now here is Augustine. Gordon, the pass to Augustine. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
What's up? Shooting one.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
Gordon. The shot will not fall. Good D by Drummond. There's Porter with the 3. Knocks down the trifecta.
I like the energy of Dellavedova. I mean, he plays really hard and smart defensively, and he takes a lot of pride in what he does defensively, too.
And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball.
were so much fun, but it definitely came with some challenges. Thank goodness for 2K.
That's right. In fact, it's been an honor for us to share our time and our episodes with you, the fans, the community. And the big news is NBA 2K TV.
We come to you tonight from the and David Aldridge.
For most teams in the NBA.
Sure can. All right, DA, thanks. So the opening lineup for the Heat. Jones is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Nunn in at the point. And for Cleveland, Ashman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. And it's Drummond in at the center, locking down the middle. Nunn passes to Robinson. Jones with it. 6 on the shot clock. Lays it up off the glass. And tonight, two teams, Brent, that like to get into their sets, work the ball, have a little patience. Back in your day, what was your favorite play to run in half court?
Any NBA player, Kevin, will tell you their favorite play to run in the half court was any play that was called for them. Yeah. So let's start with that. But most of the time, I just enjoyed sets where the ball moved around. 4 or 5 touches. We talk often about good to great, but when you knew the opportunity for you to shoot the ball was there, but there was a better one for the next guy, that's when you're operating at a high level.
And you can see that Butler is the total package. Solid at recognizing when one of his guys is open.
Stolen by Robinson. Love against Jones. Here's Nunn. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Butler attacking. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Just great intensity there. Butler just doesn't settle for simple finishes off the drive. He is trying to make a statement.
Now, here's Garland. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. The Heat have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And stolen by Drummond. Lets it go from the wing. Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
Don't want to see athleticism wasted just on offense as Sexton uses it that time to get an offensive board.
Robinson finds Jones. Back to Robinson. Now Jones. And so Miami again turning it over. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Miami. They've had a great season. We'll look to extend that into the playoffs. And, of course, the Cleveland Cavaliers, right now, quite a ways down below.
And I think for the Cavaliers, they're going to stumble towards the finish line this season with the playoffs nowhere near a possibility.
And you have to wonder just how different this team will look next season, from players to possibly coaches, maybe every level of the organization.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that. Well, Bam at 6'10" might be a little bit undersized, but there's something in his activity on a nightly basis, Kevin, that feels like he plays bigger. Just a pogo stick, gets around, covers some ground laterally. He does a great job of both protecting the rim and finishing strong.
Here's Garland after the made shot from Jay Crowder. There's a minute 47 left in the first quarter. Garland with the bucket.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And with Adebayo and finishing plays, Brent, he is a terrific dunker.
No doubt. Guys are looking for him all over the rim, and you could throw it just about anywhere, and Bam is going to go up and just look for that. Bam right on you. Great energy, great athleticism, and continues to find ways in which he can make solid offensive contributions for the Heat. Think about the Cavs and the 2 MVP awards that were won for that franchise. Of course, that was LeBron James in back-to-back seasons, both in 2009 and 2010.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Adebayo. Iguodala comes in for Butler. And it's Dragic in for Robinson. Good ball movement here by the Heat. And it's Iguodala with the jam.
And nice court vision from Dragic there to get a great look at the bucket.
And then in 2013 with Miami, LeBron Brent finished one ballot shy, burning all the MVP votes.
We wouldn't see a unanimous MVP winner until Steph Curry did it in 2016. But just as impressive, if not more so, LeBron James with a total of 4 MVP trophies over a 5-year span.
He's off on the second. Well, you watch Goran Dragic play, and then he's so deceptive with his movement, both on and off the ball.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons why, Kevin, is the change of speeds. I also add the fact that guys who can handle the ball and are crafty and are left-handed, boy, it's tough on a nightly basis to change up your mindset to guard a guy who you know is going to go left all the time as opposed to right. Trust me, in practice, I had to do that with Manu Ginobili a ton of time in San Antonio. Dragic similar. Great use of speed change.
From outside the arc, they get it back.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Down low. Oh, that's blocked. They get it back. On the wing, Iguodala, guarded by Porter. Iguodala with it. To the inside. No good with the layup.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And so it's Miami bringing the court. The trade deadline is approaching, and Jimmy Butler talked about how it feels hearing your name in trade rumors.
Feelings are different for everybody, to tell you the truth. For me, I don't think about it.
Staying level-headed and ready for whatever's next. That's Jimmy's mindset, Greg, in a nutshell.
And it's fair to say that the level of professionalism and maturity he possesses is really impressive.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what stands out to you guys from the Heat in this one?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Well, so much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
Nance and Johnson are up front. Then it's Porter. Then there's Colin Sexton. And it's Windler in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. And that one, good. Iguodala's got his 3rd basket of the night.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Now, here's Sexton. Defense right on him. Pass to Nance. To the left wing. The dish now to Sexton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Thompson kicks to Sexton. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, Nance can be quick, and this time out hustles his opponent to the offensive board.
Here's Dragic. 11 points for him in that last game against Charlotte. Here's the 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, their execution at times was flawless, but they also made some mistakes that ultimately did them in.
Well, they had the home fans worried for a little bit. I know that.
Hero, good on the 3-point shot. Hero's got 5.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Sexton the pass to Thompson. Outside, Porter. Brent with offensive rebounding. Which players can you count on to create second chance opportunities every game they play?
Well, Giannis in Milwaukee does a pretty good job with his length, grabbing boards and being able to go back in and cause some problems for the defense. Rudy Gobert is always around the rim, both defensively and offensively. DeAndre Jordan did that for years. So it'll be interesting to see if he can continue that role down there to be a putback and a stick-back guy.
Last outing for Miami, it was a loss to Charlotte. Here's Dragic from outside. No good on that one. And Cleveland the other way now. They came away with the victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserves.
Probably looking for more of the same here. As we know, a deep bench so crucial to any team's success.
And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
It's deflected. Iguodala kicks to Dragic. Good ball movement here by Miami. From past the arc. Porter pulls it in. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Oh, Nance in position.
Nice to see Larry Nance Jr. get his offensive game going. He doesn't dominate much on this end, but is doing it now.
And Leonard gets it to go.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Now, here's Sexton. 26 points for him last game against Chicago.
His passing, another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The kick out to Dragic. To the middle. Here's Silva, and he jams it with authority.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Now, here's Sexton. Porter finds Nance. Now, here's Sexton. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And out of bounds, the Cavaliers will take it. And Miami going with a whole new group out there. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Now, Garland. Pass to Drummond. Butler with the steal. And it's Butler with the jam.
And it's all about positioning for Butler. Once he's deep inside the paint, there's no question he's going to finish that one.
Good if it goes. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarters.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greeting. So it's Miami who's out on top at the half. They lead by 5. Kenny, what did you see from them?
Well, they've been rewarded for dumping the ball inside.
And that'll do it.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Larry Nance has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot. So right now he's feasting.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Heat, they've got Jones. He's out there with Bam Adebayo. Jimmy Butler is out there with Robinson. And it's Nunn and at the point guard position.
Sexton seeing the floor, knowing where to run that time. Good pace.
And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Heat. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Unloads. And there's another one for the Heat.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And you look at Jimmy Butler. He's about 6'8", about 230 pounds. Great size on the wing.
And he keeps himself in tip-top shape. His strength, one thing I'm not sure the casual fan even recognizes.
Here's Sexton. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. The Heat leading by 3. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Nunn passes to Jones. Robinson for three. Drills it from outside. And the Heat lead by 6.
A tough matchup for the smaller defender there. Just shot right over the top without thinking twice.
Here's Sexton. Here's Drummond. He feeds it to Love. From deep. They grab their own miss. And Drummond is right there.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
The pass to Nunn. And here is Robinson. There's the three. Rebound Love. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Osman kicks to Love. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Shot clock at 6. Garland, the pass to Drummond. Over Adebayo. And it's Drummond missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And it's Butler with the jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Now, here's Garland. Defense is right there. He gets that one.
Kevin Love has been in the league long enough to understand that down low, contact happens.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Replay angles are interesting, Brent. Instant feedback on social media. Talk about the increased pressure now on referees to get every call right.
Well, so many times, Kevin, on nights where you're working games, you sit there for a minute and a minute and a half.
In super slow motion looking at the play.
And still sometimes hard to get it right.
Very hard.
What I think the league should think about doing with the competition committee is every team in the league should have 3 and 4 cameras that are mounted so that every time there's a replay at any given arena, they have access to the same angles.
For every game.
Every game. Where are most of the times these calls being missed? Where are these calls getting wrong? And how is it that we can implement some technology to help us not only get it right more often, which is the most important thing, but also fair and balanced vision for the referees to have an opportunity to do so.
What an excellent idea. Here's Olynyk. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Love.
And Olynyk up and down at the free throw line early in his career, but with his touch, he's bound to become more consistent.
And so Olynyk nails both of them.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Porter kicks to Drummond. Drummond is double, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Well, you look at the former All-Star Andre Drummond and the way he rebounds, Greg. He might be the best in the league in that department.
I mean, few players in the history of the league can go off for 20-plus rebounds on any given night. Drummond's one of them. Attacks the glass on the offensive end so well. His offensive rebounding, for me, sets him apart.
Larry Nance has checked in for Drummond. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Here's Garland. And it's Miami with the rebound. Olynyk's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Cleveland's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. And Nance slams it in.
Oh, yeah. When Larry Nance Jr. sees a chance to throw it down, he'll throw down.
Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Garland, Thompson, and there's Thompson putting it right back in.
Controlling the defensive glass has been a problem here tonight.
The shot by Adebayo, no good. And Thompson Thompson throws it down.
Well, the big man Thompson intent on getting out in transition that time.
Off with the layup.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Nance and Thompson are up front. Porter is out there with Garland. And it's Windler in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Passes it to Garland. Inside. And Thompson throws it down.
Thompson's so good at setting the screen, recognizing space, and great timing on the roll that time.
Here's Adebayo, and it's good, 2 points.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Now, here's Garland. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Thompson, left side. Outside, Porter. Miami grabs the miss. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Crowder goes in. With the second effort, here's Adebayo. The rebound by Nance. Nance has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Thompson finds Porter. Thompson against Olynyk. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Thompson.
Thompson shoots such a high percentage on the inside, most of his shots coming around the rim.
Iguodala's drive. Here's Adebayo. Second chance shot, and he makes that one. And the Heat lead by 3.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
The wide open look here for Garland. No good. That would have tied it. He'd have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Shooting foul. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. Oh my God. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to listen in on John Beilein's huddle with his team. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
Butler's just so skilled at finding ways to score inside, utilizes his height and strength well, and varies that release point.
Here's Sexton, and right on target with the swish.
Sexton trying to assume the leadership role. What a big hoop there.
Here's Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Here's Sexton. They get the rebound. Love with the bucket.
That's why Kevin Love with the ball right now is not a bad option.
Crowder, the pass to Robinson. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Cavaliers. It's a 5-point game. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
He hits the first one, and that turns the lead to 6. And the Heat making a change here. Nunn's checked in. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
He kicks to Robinson. There's the triple. And the three ball is good. And the Heat lead by 8. Oh, and he quieted down the crowd with that shot. Big, big play.
And that was a punch in the gut to those fans.
There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Drummond in the post. He's guarded by Adebayo. There's Garland. The Cavaliers again can't hit. That's a 2 from Butler. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And it's a 10-point Heat lead.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town. Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
And so it's the Heat winning this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry,
2K21 demo is out now, and in this episode, we're jumping right in. Plus, we look back at our best 2K TV moments of 2K20 and first looks at
got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Adebayo.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, they've got Adebayo. Jimmy Butler is out there with Jones. And it's Robinson. And it's Nunn in at the point. And for the Magic, Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. And it's Ennis in at the small forward. Well, Steve, a great time of the year. A number of teams battling for playoff position. Is home court advantage as important as it used to be, Steve?
Yeah, I think it is. I still think it comes down. It's a game 7, which we all want to see. You want it at home. You want to sleep in your bed. You want to be on your court. And I think it gives you advantage always.
Here's Butler. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. Out to the right wing. Robinson finds Adebayo. Here's Nunn. 6 to shoot. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Vucevic with the block. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. And here we go. Second shot opportunity. Vucevic with the bucket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Robinson passes to Jones. Butler deciding where to go with it. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Orlando, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Ennis dishes to Vucevic. Pass to Augustine. Back to Vucevic. Shot by Ennis. Nobody around. And he's good on the 3-ball.
I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan offensively. So far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
Now here's Jones. Trying to get open is Adebayo. And Jones gets it to go in on the assist by Robinson.
That's good planning, and that's good execution. And that's a great look.
And Smitty, you talk about players who can just be vicious to the rim. Wow. Derek Jones is on that list.
Yes, he can dunk the ball with so much force. You feel the building shake. So scary when he's coming down the paint to catch a pass because of his insane leaping ability.
And here's Jones after the 3-pointer from Nikola Vucevic. Jones. Outside Robinson. Pass to Nunn. 3-pointer. Butler doesn't go that time. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. The pass to Augustine. Ennis with the ball. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That is his first foul of the game for the Magic. Terrence Ross is checked in for Ennis, and it's Fulton for Augustine. Now, here's Fournier. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. Here's Hero. Not going to go that time.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
And it's Vucevic missing.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Shot's good by Hero. The Orlando Magic come into this one following a loss to the Bulls. Right side, Fournier. Back to Fultz. It's stolen by Dragic. And here we go. Butler heading to the hoop. Oh, wow!
The fast break happened because of the active hands of Goran Dragic. He's a thief.
Fultz kicks to Gordon. The Magic again can't hit.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
Now here's Crowder. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. There's 25 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Ross with it. Butler covering. Here's Fultz. It's hauled in by the Heat.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there. You have to pay attention to Butler when he's flying toward the basket for an alley-oop.
Fournier passes to Fultz. He feeds it to Gordon. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Gordon's got his second bucket of the night.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Magic. You learn about Jimmy Butler, difficult journey to where he is now. But one thing always got him.
Basketball. That's that.
Boy, you hear that so often, don't you, Greg? Between those lines can be an escape from the outside world.
And in the end, Butler's obsession became his escape. Maybe why he remained so devoted to the game.
And we return to the second quarter, and no Latina. Specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so, in the game for the Magic, they've got Terrence Ross. Carter Williams is out there with Markelle Fultz. And there's Mohamed Bamba. And it's Birch in at the power forward.
And really, when Bamba has this positioning, you got to get it to him. He's a very reliable scorer from there. Well, you talk about physical gifts for the game. Mo Bamba, a 7-footer with the longest wingspan, 7'9.5", and that gives him a huge spear of influence.
From deep, Iguodala. That shot off, and Orlando the other way now. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago. He lobs it up. Bamba's shot is off. Greg, you look at Bamba able to touch the rim while still on the ground. And he gets off the ground pretty well, too.
A good athlete, still getting stronger and developing his feel for the game. But he has something you just can't teach.
Fultz dishes to Bamba. And the rejection by Iguodala.
And Iggy demonstrating his trademark defense yet again. Just a sensational shot blocker.
That gives them the lead. Olynyk's got his first basket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Fultz. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
If Fultz is a threat in the screen and roll, if you give him any space to shoot off that screen, he's going to rise and fire.
I like it. That's a great battle at the rim. He just couldn't finish.
Here's Olynyk. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And let's review some numbers for Dragic. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
And as he's checked in for Orlando, Augustine comes in for Markelle Fultz.
Yeah, still working on his jumper, but you can see Bamba has the touch to score from there.
3-pointer. Robinson, that's good. Robinson's got the lead up to 3 now for the Heat. Well, Steve, it's expected that we'll eventually allow 18-year-olds to enter the NBA draft. Proud Michigan State alum. Are you concerned players may miss something by choosing to skip the college experience?
You know, Kevin, in this situation, for sure, there are some players that I would say is going to make some mistakes and maybe come out too early and not be ready. But I think we have to allow them to have these decisions and not have these decisions taken away from them. I love college, but there are some guys that are just ready to go play in the NBA, just like other areas of life. When you're ready, you're ready.
Great positioning on the putback.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
He'd have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Passes it to Silver. Back to Robinson. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Robinson's got 5 points now this quarter. The Magic trail by 3. Carter Williams kicks to Ennis. Robinson against Carter Williams. Back to Ennis, beyond the arc. Miami grabs the miss.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Iguodala, no good.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Augustine passes to Birch. Got a piece of it. Pass to Silva. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Heat lead by 5.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Got a piece of it. Olynyk with the steal. Releases from 15. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And Augustine kicks to Ennis. To the paint. Pass to Augustine. Drops in the tray. Augustine's got 5 now.
And this is what you want to see more of from Bamba, making an effort to share the rock.
He can't get that one. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly.
Thanks very much, Nick. Obviously very tough out there. What's your mind?
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the... It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. The game was always within a fairly narrow margin with their largest... And that's a wrap.
Now. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. One of the stories here, Mohamed Bamba getting it done today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers, a very high percentage of those in the first half.
On the court for the Heat, Jimmy Butler is out there with Jones. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Nunn in at the 1 spot.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Butler against Augustine. And he gets the bucket. He's got 8.
I love this about his game. Jimmy Butler recognizing the situation, playing foul line down.
Well, they say players are made in the summertime. And that's Jimmy Butler's favorite time of year. He calls it grimy season. Gets out in the country and puts in that work.
Just 2 to shoot. Fournier with the ball. Jones covering. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. So for the Magic, Terrence Ross comes in for Bamba. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Augustine. And Greg, those summertime workouts for Butler, they are something.
I mean, they sure are. He calls them bandanas and buckets. Grows his hair out, 2-a-days, hot yoga, intentionally isolated from the hustle and bustle of the big city. It it gives him an excuse to really just lock in.
Outside Fournier. Back to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Beautiful vision to find the open man. Gordon leading by example.
Fultz dishes to Gordon. Fultz looking around. A three-pointer, no good. The Heat leading by 4. And Butler, here we go. No good that time. And Vucevic has got the ball here for the Magic. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Dragic. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Butler. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Evan Fournier. Steve, the league has done a pretty good job of curbing player altercations. Some guys, always though, it seems, are going to be ready to go toe-to-toe and will not back down.
Patrick Beverly, Kevin, Draymond Green, James Johnson. Those guys come to mind. They are ready to go from the tip. They are ready to go.
Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. The pass to Ross. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Now here's Fultz. Not a lot of room. The shot's good from Fournier.
I really like the awareness from Fultz. It has an ability to know when one of his guys is wide open.
Here's Dragic from outside. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 4 rebounds in this game. It's Fournier on the wing. He kicks it to Vucevic. Fournier against Dragic. Jay Crowder with the rebound. Miami leading by 3. Pass to Butler. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. 12 points for Jimmy Butler.
Everything's been working for Butler tonight. He's developing the identity of a superstar.
There's 1:26 left in the third. Pass to Vucevic. Over Leonard. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Butler passes to Crowder. The kick outside to Butler. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
The shot fake of Jimmy Butler is tough not to fall for.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots at the game right here.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
Ennis, he's checked in for the Magic. Augustine comes in for Markelle Fultz.
See, now he's getting defenders back on their heels a little bit, getting to the foul line here in the second half.
And it's Vucevic in the corner. Back to Augustine. Right side, Gordon. Shot clock at 6. Orlando needs to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Robinson's checked in for Miami. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Nunn passes to Robinson. Jones trying to get open. Robinson misses. The Magic trail by 7. Out left to the wing. There's 14 seconds left to play in the third. And Vucevic kicks to Augustine. 6 on the shot clock. Good on the bucket. Augustine's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Jimmy Butler has been on display for the Miami Heat. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Orlando's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Terrence Ross is out there with DJ Augustine. And it's Ennis in at the 3 side. That's who's out there for Orlando.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Well, they say the post-up big man is dead and gone in the NBA, but don't tell that to Nikola Vucevic, an offensive focal point, and he does some of his best work on that low block.
The Magic trail by 4. Now here is Augustine. Left side, Gordon. Pass to Vucevic. Just 5 on the clock. Augustine in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. And you look at the footwork of Vucevic inside. His moves and counter moves. Terrific.
Shades of Kevin McHale. And that's something he's continued to develop in the pros. A response to defenders who often surpass him athletically.
Now Gordon. Kicks it to Ennis. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Here's what Miami has lined up on their schedule. On Friday, the New York Knicks coming to town, tipping off a homestand for them. And then on Saturday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Adebayo is checked in for the Heat.
Iggy just keeping his head up on his swivel all the time.
Augustine passes to Gordon. Doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Jones. Here's Nunn. Trying to get open is Adebayo. Nunn can't get it to fall. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That'll be his second foul of the game. Markelle Fultz is checked in for Augustine. Now here's Fultz. He's guarded by Dragic. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Derek Jones.
Jimmy Butler.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Got a piece of it and stolen by Gordon. Here's Fultz. Plays it up and banks it in.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Heat moving the ball around. Adebayo. Outside Robinson. Back to Adebayo. They double in with Vucevic. Ross with the steal. And here's the fast break. Ross leading the way. Plays it in off a pretty alley-oop.
Great vision there from Ross to find the open man.
And foul on the... And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford had to say to his team. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
And the shot goes down. 18 points for Butler.
If you're defending Jimmy Butler, you got to hit him harder than that.
Now here's Fultz. He's guarded closely. And there's the pass to Vucevic. Clock at 6. Three-pointer on the way. He hangs in there and cashes in on those second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Dragic from outside. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Ennis with the ball. Now guarded by Crowder. Ennis taking his time here. Here's Fultz. That 3 off the mark.
Low percentage shot from long range. Terrible decision, especially when you still have a chance to win this.
Dragic gets the bucket.
Wow, look at the confidence of Goran Dragic, putting the team on his back.
Passes to Ross. Got it. And now they trail by just 4.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
It's the fourth quarter, and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
Well, they're passing to Adebayo. No good that time. The Magic go the other way with it.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
They have very little time to run a play, and then, of course, they also need to foul.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. So for the Magic, Evan Fournier's checked in for Ross, and DJ Augustine subbed in for Fultz. And Miami with a change here too. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Crowder. 1 second separating the shot clock in game. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. On offense, here are the Magic. 4-point game. 3-pointer Augustine. They get it back. The shot missing. Augustine with the steal. Here's Vucevic. Ball's knocked loose. And the Magic can't hold on to the ball.
This is what we talk about, value in each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Inside, here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure.
The defense fell asleep on the inbounds play and totally forgot about the perimeter jumper. The offense burned him there.
Hits it from 3-point range. And so it's Miami winning this one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.
Welcome to the special edition of 2K TV.
The wait is almost over. We are just days away from 2K Day and the launch of NBA 2K21.
And if you can't wait, you can get early access to the NBA 2K21 demo right now. Here's how you get started.
And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been. Welcome to the weekend, everybody. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Sexton.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at the true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
Now the starting group for Orlando. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. And it's Ennis in at the small forward position. And for the Cavaliers, Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Ashman and Love are the forwards. And it's Drummond in at the center, filling out the middle.
Boy, there is a will, a drive. Aaron Gordon showing he wants to be more active on the glass.
Love kicks to Garland. Back to Love. Cleveland moving the ball around. Offensive rebound. Drummond. Another shot. Can't get the layup. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Orlando. They went to Cleveland for their last meeting with the Cavaliers, and they came out with the win.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnovers.
Yeah, I thought the giveaways were a tremendous factor. They were taking some chances on D, jumping in the passing lanes, that sort of thing, and it really paid off for them.
And the Magic, one of those franchises that's still looking for its first title.
And Greg, they've been to the NBA Finals twice, but boy, did they run up against 2 of the all-time great individual closers in history. 1995, Hakeem Olajuwon says no to the Magic. 2009, the Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant, says, no, sir, I'm getting another championship.
Clock at 2. Augustine from outside. The shot comes out, and it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Now, here's Sexton. D right on him, and it's blocked by Gordon.
How about the timing of Aaron Gordon? This guy has got the ability to rise up and send it back. Just put the pass in his vicinity, and Aaron Gordon will take care of the rest.
Passes it to Osman. Back to Sexton. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And here we go. Fast break. Love's got it. And Drummond kicks to Sexton. Here's Love. And it's blocked by Gordon. Ennis taking his time here. Gordon, the pass to Fournier. Ennis with the ball. His 3-pointers off the mark. And it's Love, top of the key. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Vucevic.
Boy, I have such great admiration for Kevin Love. We so often think these athletes are invincible. The reality is they're just like you and I. Kevin shared his bout with anxiety and panic attacks, and I believe by doing that, guys, he has helped countless people.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Larry Nance is checked in for Kevin Love. Ross dishes to Carter Williams. Shoots over Garland. Carter Williams with the bucket. And Commissioner Adam Silver said we're in an age of anxiety, and Doris expressed concern over the emotional well-being of the players.
Well, I think, Kevin, he pointed to social media, ironically, as isolating for players. They're always looking down at their phones. They're always wearing headphones. This generation, face-to-face connections, so crucial for a team and individual health.
Cavaliers have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. With the tip, It's good on the putback. Windler's got 5 points so far.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Fultz the pass to Birch. He can't hit that time. Nance with some nice D. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
You got to give them an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
If they're playing in their own building, they probably win that basketball game. The reality is it's a hard thing to win on the road in the NBA.
And you think back to LeBron's last year in Cleveland, one wonders how differently it may have turned out if Kyrie was there with him.
Well, you think back, Greg, Isaiah Thomas was never healthy. He had been a recent All-Star with another team. They were counting on his quickness and his scoring. But through it all, the Cavaliers reached the NBA Finals. Just another testament to the talent and the leadership that LeBron gives you.
And so it's Cleveland with it. And Nance kicks to Porter. Another three for Cleveland.
It always helps to have a big who is willing to find open teammates. Larry Nance proving how unselfish he can be.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Carter Williams, the pass to Birch. There's the pass to Fultz. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Ross. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
Yeah, Terrence Ross in his comfort zone from distance. This guy has always had the eye of a sharpshooter.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Cleveland ahead, up 2. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
On the court for Orlando, Michael Carter-Williams is out there with Fultz. Then it's Terrence Ross. And there's Mohamed Bamba. And it's Birch in at the power forward. The players have taken their game to another level. A lot of improvement they've done individually. Any surprises that have caught your eye, Doris, over the years?
Yeah, I would say probably maybe the greatest single individual leap I've ever seen is by the reigning most improved player, and that's Pascal Siakam. Couldn't get in the rotation consistently in the postseason, and then became such an integral part of an NBA championship team. Kemba Walker, who is an all-star caliber player, all-NBA level guy, continues to stay in the lab and keep improving. So a ton of guys, Domantas Sabonis, another young big who's been incredible. Just great to see guys progress.
Here's Birch. Here's Carter Williams. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now, here's Garland. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Drains it from beyond the arc.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Carter Williams kicks to Ross. Pass to Bamba. There's the 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now, here's Garland. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And there's Thompson putting it right back in.
Yeah, I think the activity level that Tristan Thompson plays with on missed shots is something every NBA player can learn from.
Pass to Garland. Porter with it. To the wing right side. Windler, the pass to Garland. Passes it to Windler. Fires from deep. And Bamba pulls it down.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Carter Williams finds Bamba. Back to Fultz. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Ross with it. Had a 24-point outing in their last game against Chicago. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Let's take this chance to go to the 2K leaderboard and display the best free throw shooters of the second half of the season. 5th best, Michael Carter-Williams.
And one look at his numbers since the break, and you can see how comfortable he's been at the foul line.
Obviously, times have been quite tough lately, but you have to think back to Cleveland's first and only title in 2016. LeBron's second season back in the city, and boy, did he deliver on his promise.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Augustine passes to Birch. Great tee that time from Love.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
And that was an incredible year back in 2016. Of course, Draymond Green in that series suspended for Game 5. Doris changing the momentum.
Amazing to think, Kevin, how quickly things can shift and change in the NBA. Credit the Cavaliers. They made the bigger shots, and they had the best player on the floor in LeBron James. That was a season to remember.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Magic. They trail by 1. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Well, Kevin Love just has a great feel for the game. He has a strong understanding of their offense, and he's a very willing passer. That's why you see what you see there.
Now here's Vucevic. He's coming off a 19-point game against Chicago. After the Magic pick up 2. And a miss there on the triple. 2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Here's Birch. He kicks it to Vucevic. The 3. That's good from Augustine. The assist by Vucevic.
What a pretty looking catch and shoot situation. DJ Augustine.
20 seconds left here in the second. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. Cleveland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And on the season, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
I think it's hard not to be excited about Colin Sexton's future. This is a young guard with tremendous upside, and you know he's already got athleticism and scoring ability.
The Magic shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one drops.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
Second free throw, no good.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Out to the right wing. Osman kicks to Sexton. Got it up. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye
on. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was... That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And it's Orlando's ball.
Well, not an easy act to follow if you're Cedi Osman, right? You are taking over for LeBron James, one of the greats in the game, but I love his confidence.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Ashman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. And it's Drummond in at the center. And the 31st pick back in 2015, Osman, a do-it-all energy type of player, Doris.
Yeah, he was one of LeBron's favorite teammates when he led the Cavs. They trained together all summer. No better role model for Cedi than perhaps the best player in NBA history.
Cavaliers leading, 3-on-3. Lets it go with the 3. Rebound by the Magic. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Ennis. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Here's Osman. Off target with his 3. For Orlando, they've gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Here's Fournier. It's good. The assist that time from Ennis. Fournier's got the game tied up here for the Magic.
Well, exceptional at giving you that extra burst necessary on the drive. That's pretty.
And he hits it. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Thompson throws it down.
Yeah, that's a fantastic job by Thompson. Really a perfect pick and roll man who's very skilled at diving to the cup.
Fultz dishes to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
Yours, you graduated as your college's all-time assistant. Talk about some of the key traits of a great playmaker.
I think historically speaking, when we think about great lead guards, Kevin, we talk about unselfishness, vision, patience. Who are the players that make their teammates better? Probably the one underrated aspect of a point guard to me, Kevin, is communication. Are you constantly looking for opportunities to communicate to your teammates, make them feel good about themselves, give them confidence? That, to me, is probably the most underrated aspect of it.
And Doris, when you played, you took such great pride in each and every one of those things.
I did. I loved trying to make my teammates better. It feels great to make somebody feel good.
For the Cavaliers, Harry Nance is checked in for Andre Drummond, and Porter subbed in for Garland. And it's Gordon missing. Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Windler. Comes up empty down low.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
Stolen by Thompson. Here's Windler. He's guarded by Ross, and he comes up with the deuce. Windler's got 7 points in the game.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Boy, Greg, neither team willing to give an inch and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And Fultz gets it to go.
Well, this has to contribute to Markelle Fultz's confidence, showing right there he can get through the defense.
It's good. 6 points for Colin Sexton. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's going to nail mine.
Here's Windler. They get a hand on it, and out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. It's getting late in the season. Let's now see the standings out east. You look at the Magic. They're good enough for 8th place in the conference right now, looking to hold on to that. And, of course, the Cavaliers. Not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
And seeing where the Magic are, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them, Greg. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
Good.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
There's 31 seconds left in the third. Augustine passes to Vucevic. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
Well, DJ Augustine has been around this league a long time. He does not miss open teammates.
The shot's good from Nance. Nance has got his first 2 points.
And it's been an exciting game. Both teams really fighting this one out.
16 seconds left here in the third quarter. Augustine looking around. Outside Fournier. Jacks up a three. Can't get it to fall. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Cavaliers lead by 1. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
And Greg, nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And so in the game for the Magic, Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. And it's Ross in at the small forward. Orlando trailing here. Now the pass to Vucevic. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, Greg. Keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Love outside. Kicks to Nance. 6 to shoot. The 15-footer, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. 10 points for Colin Sexton. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Outside Fournier. Back to Augustine. Launches it. The Cavaliers pull it in. Here's Love, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And certainly not the most gifted NBA athlete, but Kevin Love Doris has transformed his body from the time he came into the NBA.
That had everything to do, Kevin, with dedication to diet and conditioning. You think about it, Kevin Love was at the forefront of using yoga and other core-focused training methods. That's part of the reason he's been able to hold his own inside, even as he's dropped weight.
Yeah, that was the third straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Sexton kicks to Garland. Sexton the pass to Garland. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Osman, offensive rebound. That shot, no good. Knocked loose. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Magic have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And Augustine kicks to Vucevic. Pass to Ennis. Puts up a 3. Nailed from three-point land. And the Magic lead by 2. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Garland, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Love outside. And they get it. Sinks the three-pointer.
And this is why they feed the ball to Kevin Love in these circumstances. He's so comfortable making big-time shots.
Augustine finds Gordon. Now Vucevic puts it up from 12. And again, it's Orlando converting.
Wow, Vucevic with the big-time delivery. The Montenegrin says, that's my shot.
And Sexton has it in the corner. takes the three. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. To the left side wing. Augustine passes to Vucevic. Gordon trying to break loose. Offensive rebound. It drops.
Vucevic so confident in himself, and his teammates come along with him.
Cleveland's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Garland, the pass to Sexton. It counts, and he has brought them to within 2 points.
Well, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
And Greg, to me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Ahead. It's good. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Well, Sexton might be young, but he is unafraid and unabashed. What a play.
Here's Gordon. Here's Vucevic. Gordon. It's in.
Well, this game separates the men from the boys. Aaron Gordon, big-time delivery.
Points are an absolute must here.
And no time to waste, Greg. Not at this point in the game.
Pass to Love. He kicks to Garland. Back to Love. Can't cash in. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
Once you pick your jumper, it's time to join the Clippers and test your build in a game against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes, and it's my player picking up the assist.
And if you're not feeling one of your builds, you have the ability to make 6 total builds and play 1 test game for each one.
And here's a look at the numbers for Sexton.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Kevin Love out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Garland in at the point guard position. And for Miami, Jones is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Nunn in at the 1 spot. And so it's the Heat getting on the board first. They get it back. Sexton the pass to Osman. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Love. That shot off. The Heat go the other way with it.
And for the Cavs, their #1 goal is to identify a young superstar to build around.
Well, they've had a nice collection here of guys that they hope step up and step out. Cleveland's only 2 Rookie of the Year award winners have been LeBron James and Kyrie Irving. Franchise changers hard to find.
Here's Garland. The Heat getting the bucket. Poked away, and it's blocked.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
How about the ferocity from Butler? Just exploding to the rim to take that one home as soon as the lane opened up.
And so it's Cleveland with it, following the score by Miami. Garland kicks to Love. From the arc. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Butler passes to Adebayo. Back to Butler. No good from outside. Cavaliers have gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Yes, that goes in. Butler's got 6 points.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game. Goran Dragic is checked in for Miami. A switch here also for Cleveland. Porter's checked in for Jetty Osman. Now, here's Garland. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Brent, at this point, perennial contenders sometimes coast through the final games of the regular season. Any danger that they can't hit that right button or flip the switch and get back into gear?
When you hear analysts say that the playoffs are all about matchups, they are exactly right. You and I talked about this, Kevin, several years ago about
the time
going into the playoffs. Teams don't have to be hot. You don't have to be 10-2 in the last 12 games for your playoffs, because all of a sudden, if you're matched up against a team that's owned you all year long, your chances of winning that series are very, very slim. So it becomes just let's get in and let's find out who we're playing, and then we'll get to work.
Here is Porter. The Heat getting the bucket. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
Drummond, a huge target rolling to the rim.
Miami leading by 3. Outside Dragic. Offensive rebound Heat. And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. And Sexton slams it in.
Sexton getting right through the defense and putting that speed to work.
1:04 left in the first quarter of the game. Down low. Here's Adebayo. Jones The Cavaliers pull it in. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
You got to give them an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
Well, it would have been really nice to get that win on the road, but no team ever happy with the loss. They put up a good fight, and they had nothing to hang their heads on after that one.
And the Heat with some changes. Kelly Olynyk checked in for Bam Adebayo. Crowder comes in for Derek Jones. And Hero subbed in for Robinson.
And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
And here's Dragic after Darius Garland getting his shot to go from deep. Here's Crowder. Olynyk trying to break loose. Shot by Crowder, no good. Cavaliers trailing. Garland the pass to Porter. Shot on the wing. Crowder pulls it in. Outside Butler. Outside Crowder. Pass to Dragic. Over Garland. Jimmy Butler has been on display for the Miami Heat. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be back with you shortly. Jimmy Butler, a hard worker on the floor. And
I worked extremely hard to...
A boombox aquarium, huh? Points for originality, Greg.
Butler not shy, breaking from convention, beats to the rhythm of his own drum.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vamanos. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
We've got Hero, Jay Crowder out there with Iguodala. Then there's Dragic, and it's Olynyk in at the center. That's the group in the game for the Heat. And Miami making a change here. Nunn's checked in. Cedi Osman, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Free throw, good, Crowder. And out of Marquette, Jay Crowder, a sturdy two-way wing player.
A great system player and glue guy. He had his best years with the Celtics. On the final year of this contract, a great value considering what he brings to the table.
Now here's Porter. Shot clock at 5. Windler, the pass to Porter. Off target with his 3. Miami leading by 4. Three-pointer. And it's Osman with the rebound. Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Nance passes to Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
Nance is just such a cerebral player out there. Does a good job of trying to be a threat with the assist.
Pass to Olynyk. On the wing, it's Iguodala. Back to Olynyk. Over Thompson. And the basket by Olynyk. Olynyk's got his first bucket of the night.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
On the wing, Porter. Cleveland moving the ball around. Here's Osman. Here's Thompson. The kick out to Porter. Back to Osman. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by Crowder. The pass to Hero. To the inside. And Crowder finds it in.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Now here's Porter. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Sexton, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Here's Nunn, defended by Sexton. Nunn, that's good. Nunn's got his first basket.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
From past the arc. And it's Osman missing. Miami leading by 8. Here's Crowder. Nails the baby hook. Crowder's got 7 now in this quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Passes it to Thompson. Back to Osman. To the middle. They need this, and it's laid up and in by Thompson. Thompson's got his second bucket of the night.
Not easy to prevent Tristan Thompson from scoring in that position. Got to try to body him up.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here's Sexton. 26 points for him last game against the Bulls in Chicago. Now here's Iguodala. He's tightly guarded, misses the layup. On the wing, Thompson. He's covered by Leonard. Here's Windler. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Heat leading by 8. Pass to none. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Right side, Crowder. It's Iguodala with the drive, and Thompson sends it back.
Tristan did a great job of elevating to deny that one. Maybe a time to rest him right now, just give him a bit of a breather, try to help him get back on track.
Just 3 on the clock, and it's good on the way in. Thompson's got 8.
A hard work on the offensive glass.
Oh, and he got it!
Did that beat the buzzer, Kevin?
Yes!
Wow.
Yes!
Oh, incredible buzzer beater there, guys. This crowd is going wild.
And so we wrap up the first half. Heat lead by 9. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to... What a start for Jimmy Butler. He had 9 points and 1 assist. Let's hear from... And...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You look at Jimmy Butler, he's really been playing well.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Andre Drummond is out there with Kevin Love, and it's Thompson in at the 3 slot. The shot by Sexton, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And Jones slams it home.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Knocks it loose. Butler with the ball. Guarded now by Sexton. Robinson passes to Nunn. Good ball movement here by Miami. And here's Adebayo. He's guarded by Love. Adebayo down low. It's up against Thompson. And it's sent back by Drummond. Pass to Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
Love has a knack for recognizing when a teammate's going to break wide open.
And in the summer of 2018, Kevin Love signed a 4-year, $120 million extension to remain in Cleveland.
Yeah, and Kevin right now is the bridge from what was to potentially what will be. And in that what will be scenario, what will be happening is Kevin Love probably gets traded at some point. But he's been great for Cleveland. He's been a great ambassador for the city. The things that he's doing off the court philanthropically have been amazing. And Kevin Love is not done in the NBA. Still another team out there for him to go to and contribute to.
And Robinson gets it to go on the assist from Dragic. Robinson's got his first points of the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
For the three. And it's Miami with the rebound. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that'll be the third of the four straight at home.
And nice court vision from Dragic there to get a great look at the bucket.
Outside Robinson, and stolen by Sexton. The wide open look here for Garland, and the three ball is good. Garland's got 11.
And you can see the break slowed down for him to kind of pick his spot, and boy, was he open.
Lets it go from 11. It doesn't go for him. And Cleveland the other way now. Porter dishes to Drummond. Now here's Sexton, guarded by Robinson. Drummond passes to Sexton. He tries for three. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. And that's now 11 points for Jimmy Butler.
Butler's just so skilled at finding ways to score inside. Utilizes his height and strength well and varies that release point.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
We talk so much about the stars in this league, Brent. Name some role players who, when they do get hot, they can be terrific.
Well, there's nobody better, and I think he's ripped out a page from Seattle's own Jamal Crawford.
I know
there's been nobody better in the last couple of years than what Lou Williams has represented for the Clippers. He's had scoring performances, Kevin, and you've been witness to them courtside, where it's just astounding that he can go and get where he wants to go and make the types of shots that he's been able to do. And this is a revelation because this is 7, 8, 9 years that he's been in the league, and he's doing this with such great impact and thankfully, rightfully, been rewarded for it.
A tall and powerful big, Drummond has a natural ability to finish inside.
That's his first personal foul.
Miami shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And that one falls for Robinson. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Robinson hits them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
From deep. Nance with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Here's Windler.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
Over to the left wing. Silva, the pass to Robinson. The pass to Hero. From deep three-point range. No good on the shot. And so it's Miami, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. We come back right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Olynyk is out there with Myers Leonard, and it's Nunn in at the points. Hero passes to Nunn, picked him clean. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Garland.
Trying to develop his all-around game when Larry Nance Jr. moves it like this, and he sees it. He can make everybody better.
Windler, the pass to Garland. Pass to Windler. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. Drains the three-pointer. Windler's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half. I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for the Heat. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Thompson's checked in. Jake Crowder's checked in for Olynyk. Crowder with the steal. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
The Heat shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Pass to Nunn. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Takes a three. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Crowder with the steal. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Shots good by Hero.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Garland with it. Pass to Windler to take the lead. Traps in the tray. Windler's got the lead up to 1 now for the Cavs.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
And stolen by Drummond. Osman kicks to Garland. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
We've got 1:48 left in the game. A pass to Thompson. Iguodala with the steal. In transition, here comes Miami. And the shot's good from Crowder. And the Heat lead by 1.
And that's enormous, guys. With time winding down, goes for the steal and then off to the races.
Leonard against Drummond. Feeds away. Again, the Cavaliers score.
And not efficient in that first half, but they have really picked it up here. The shots that weren't falling earlier are finally finding the bottom of the net. And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Now, here's Garland. He's covered closely, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Jake Crowder. Good on the first, and that ties the game up. And Miami going with a whole new group out there. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
Yeah, critical that he's able to convert there. Now they've taken the lead.
Outside Dragic. Out left to the wing. And the rejection by Love.
Encouraging signs when Kevin Love is that intense on the defensive end. Swats that one away.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. Here's Osman, guarded by Robinson. Lets it go. Cleveland with a fresh shot clock. And Drummond is right there.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Miami with the ball. They trail by 3. Passes it to Jones. They double him with Love. Pass to Dragic. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots the 3. Misses the tray. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Miami no good on that time either. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up for Great.